If I'm dropping real money on a hunting rifle, it better punches tight groups and still run smoothly after days in the dirt and cold. These aren't budget blasters. These are the rifles I've trusted when the shot had to count, and failure just wasn't an option. Fellow preppers, this is Scott from Ant Prepper, and today I'm walking you through some of the best precision hunting rifles that have proven their worth in the field, or rifles I've hauled through rain, brush, and mountain slopes, and still hit steel or meat when it mattered most. But before we dive in, do me a solid. Hit that like and subscribe button. Those clicks help keep this channel alive, and let me keep bringing real-world gear reviews to preppers, survivalists, and anyone just trying to make it through the madness out there. Now, let's get into it. Savage 110 Carbon Predator. The Savage 110 Carbon Predator is one of the precision rifles that have been riding in the back of my rig for a couple of seasons now, and let me tell you, this rifle doesn't just ride along. It earns its place every time I step off the trail. It's one of those guns you don't think twice about grabbing when things get rough. Between its build, accuracy, and comfort in the field, it's about as ready for the collapse as bolt guns come. Savage did something really smart with this one. They partnered with Proof Research to give it a carbon fiber-wrapped stainless steel barrel. And that's not just some fancy buzzword. This thing cuts serious weight and cools faster than any steel tube I've used. Whether I was popping coyotes out past 300 yards or running drills for a homestead defense scenario, this barrel held groups tighter than most rifles twice the price. I'm running the 308 Winchester version with the 22-inch barrel, and it balances just right when you're moving through brush or settling behind a pack for a prone shot. The AccuTrigger is one of my favorite factory triggers out there. You can dial it down to 1.5 pounds, but mine breaks clean just under 3, and I've never felt the need to touch it. It's predictable, smooth, and doesn't punish you if you're wearing gloves. The bolt is spiral fluted, and the action runs clean even after I dropped it in sandy gravel during a weekend out. That 3-position tang safety is another impressive feat. It's simple, silent, and keeps things safe when you're working around others or moving fast. Now the AccuFit stock is something I didn't think I'd care about until I started adjusting it to fit over different layers and chest rigs. It lets you fine-tune comb height and length of pull, which means I'm not having to shift awkwardly when switching between optics or sling positions. It's finished in a rugged, granite-textured synthetic, and it takes a beating. It feeds from AICS pattern mags, which means 10 rounds are ready to go. You don't have to deal with single-stack hunting mag limitations. And at around $1,700, it's a serious piece of gear, but honestly, it's worth every penny. This rifle is made to ride hard, shoot straight, and keep you alive when it all goes to hell. Tikka T3 X Superlight. There's something about the Tikka T3 X Superlight that just speaks to a no-nonsense kind of prepper, the kind of guy who cares more about real-world function than flashy range credentials. I picked mine up years ago, not because of hype, but because I needed a rifle that could punch tags and keep me alive if things ever went sideways. And let me tell you, after carrying this rifle through the brush, rain, and steep ridgelines, it's the one bolt gun I'd take if I had to disappear into the woods tomorrow and live off the land. What I love about the Superlight is how it's built with purpose. That fluted stainless steel barrel doesn't just shave ounces, it runs cooler after repeat shots and won't rust on you when it's soaked day after day. Mine is chambered in 308 Winchester, which gives me plenty of knockdown power for deer or hog, and I've stretched it out to 500 yards without losing confidence. The 22.4-inch barrel balances really well, especially when you've got a lightweight scope on top. It's one of those rare rifles that handles light but still shoots tight. I'm talking about sub-MOA with off-the-shelf hunting loads. Now the bolt, this is where Tikka gets it right. It's a 2-lug design with a 70-degree lift, which gives me quick, glove-friendly cycling and keeps my knuckles clear of the optic. Even after dragging this thing through the dirt, the action is still smooth as butter. The trigger's adjustable from 2 to 4 pounds, and mine breaks right at 2.5. Both clean and predictable, just how I like it when I'm lying prone on uneven terrain with a crosswind screaming at my ears. The synthetic stock is tougher than it looks, with grippy texture where it counts, and a simple cheek weld that doesn't shift. The magazine is detachable, holding 3 to 5 rounds, and I've never had it fail or feed rough. The whole setup weighs just over 6 pounds, so it carries like a carbine but shoots like a full-sized rifle. For a rifle that runs between $850 and $1,100, this thing punches way above its weight class. If you're looking for something that'll put meat in the freezer, defend the homestead, and won't slow you down when it's time to move, This is the rifle you should get. The T3X Superlight can become your ride-or-die bolt gun for the end of the world. Weatherby Mark V Backcountry 2.0 Carbon. I sure as hell don't carry anything into the backcountry that hasn't earned its place. That's exactly why the Weatherby Mark V Backcountry 2.0 Carbon sits in my safe preloaded and ready to roll. I've already trusted it out where there's no cell service, no backup, and no room for failure. Whether I'm packed into high alpine basins looking for elk or scouting a long-term bug-out route in steep terrain, this rifle has proven itself as a survivalist's dream. It's stupid light, brutally accurate, and engineered to take abuse without blinking. Let's start with the Mark V action, which is Weatherby's signature. It's a 9-lug bolt with a slick 54-degree bolt throw, meaning faster, smoother cycling that doesn't hang up on your optic. It's overbuilt, and I mean that in the best way. I've run it in rain, snow, dust, you name it, and it has never stuttered. The tensioned carbon fiber barrel is no gimmick either. It's built around a 416R stainless core, and it's free-floated to keep things consistent when you're shooting off sticks, prone on rock or awkwardly crouched in some blown-down mess trying to hold onto a target 400 yards away. That Peak 44. Blacktooth carbon fiber stock is hands down the lightest production carbon stock you'll find. It makes a massive difference when you're carrying this thing for days. I'm talking about a 5.8 pounds bare rifle, and when you beat from elevation and hauling gear, that matters. The stock is also fitted with Weatherby's 3D HEX recoil pad, which is 3D printed and flexes under pressure to tame recoil. Pair that with their AccuBrake ST muzzle brake, and even Magnum rounds like 300 Weatherby Mag are manageable. You won't get pushed around or develop a flinch after sending a few rounds downrange. It's finished in Patriot Brown Cerakote with a green and brown sponge camo stock, which is more than just looks. It's built to resist weather and corrosion long-term. I run mine in .280 AI, but it's available in 6.5 Creedmoor, .300 Weatherby Mag, and others depending on your needs. At around $3,299, it's a serious investment. But this isn't some safe queen. This is the rifle I keep zeroed and ready when things go sideways, because it'll still be standing when everything else breaks. Christensen Arms Ridgeline FFT Titanium. When you're 5 miles from the nearest trailhead with elevation climbing fast and the wind cutting through your layers, you start to appreciate gear that doesn't punish you for every step. That's exactly why I carry the Christensen Arms Ridgeline FFT Titanium. I bought it not because it was trendy or lightweight on paper, but because I needed a precision rifle that wouldn't turn into a dead weight on my back when I'm tracking elk at 9,000 feet or posting up over a canyon ridge waiting for movement. After seasons in rough terrain and hard weather, I can say this rifle isn't just high-end, it's field-proven and damn near flawless for what it's built to do. Christensen's focus with this rifle was dead simple: make a backcountry hunter that delivers long-range precision without adding bulk. And they nailed it. The titanium receiver is what really sets this rifle apart. It's strong, cuts weight, and paired with a spiral-fluted bolt, the whole action just runs smooth even when it's dirty from a few days in the backcountry. The barrel is 416R stainless, wrapped in aerograde carbon fiber and hand-lapped, which translates to sub-MOA accuracy even in wild conditions. It's threaded 5/8 by 24, and mine came with the titanium side baffle muzzle brake, which noticeably takes the bite off heavy calibers like .300 PRC, which is a godsend when you're shooting prone on uneven rock. Now the stock. This is Christensen's Flash Forge Technology carbon fiber stock. I am not too overprotective with my gear, and this stock doesn't need it. It's rock solid, feather light, and keeps zero no matter the weather swing. It's pillar and spot bedded, and the recoil pad, while not name branded, is effective enough to keep your shoulder happy, even during long sessions at the range or after zeroing in at altitude. The whole rig weighs just 4.8 pounds, bare bones, and that's no exaggeration. Add glass and a sling, and you're still under most traditional rifles with nothing on them. Chambered in options like .308, 6.5 Creedmoor, and .300 PRC, the Ridgeline FFT Titanium lets you pick your role, whether it's a lightweight deer rig or a hard-hitting mountain rifle. It's a bit pricey, as it's around $3,000, but when you're living off your rifle, either for food or security, it's worth every dime. Bergara Premier Canyon. The first time I packed the Bergara Premier Canyon into the high-elevation country, I wasn't just testing a rifle, I was trusting it. Elk tag in my pocket, storm clouds rolling in, and nearly a dozen miles between me and the nearest road. This rifle had to earn its place on my back. And it did, every step of the way. For anyone serious about backcountry hunting or prepping for a future where every shot matters, this isn't just another bolt gun. It's a precision-built survival tool with some of the smartest design choices I've seen in years. Bergara built the Canyon for people like us, folks who don't have the luxury of clean benches, perfect weather, or second chances. The rifle's heart is the premier two-lug action, built around a floating bolt head, a cone-shaped bolt nose, and a spring-loaded sliding plate extractor, all of which work together to give you clean cycling and solid ejection, even when the rifle's been rained on, dusted up, and ridden hard in your pack. The number 4 contour stainless steel barrel is fluted and comes in either 20 or 22 inches depending on caliber, finished in sniper gray Cerakote that's held up to scratches and moisture better than most rifles I've owned. I've run mine in 300 PRC, and while it kicks with authority, the factory Omni muzzle brake takes a good bit of the edge off, which is critical for those follow-up shots when you're breathing hard and on uneven ground. The barrel's threaded 5/8 by 24, and I've swapped in a suppressor when stealth matters more than flash. What really makes this rifle feel like a survivalist's dream is the AG Composites carbon fiber stock. Lightweight, rigid, and not bothered by temperature swings, it shaves weight and keeps the rifle in that sweet 6.2 to 6.5 pound range. The Trigger Tech frictionless release trigger breaks clean every time, and the Patchmare decelerator pad does a surprisingly solid job soaking up recoil from heavier rounds. With options like 308, Win, 6.5 Creedmoor, 6.5 PRC, and 300 PRC, it's built for everything from deer to big-bodied elk, or whatever you need to put meat on the table post-collapse. Its MSRP runs between $2,300 and $2,500, and for what you're getting, it's worth every damn cent. When you're on your own and the mountains don't care, this is the kind of rifle you want riding with you.